Hello, and welcome to Yoga with Carolynne. Today's practice is 10 minutes of calm. This practice is for when you need a little bit of a break, a little bit of a check-in, and some serious gentleness and softness. So for today's practice, it will be really helpful if you have a bolster. No fret though, if you don't have a bolster at home, a rolled up blanket works perfectly fine. So put on your comfy clothes, roll out your yoga mat, and let's get started. Welcome to Yoga with Carolynne, teaching empaths and sensitive souls just like you how to create a collaborative relationship with your body through cozy, accessible yoga and self-care practices in order to live a life filled with less doing and more being. So before we get started, I will quickly mention that you will notice that this bolster is super duper homemade. So if you are looking to have a yoga bolster at home, I will leave a link to a video that I have made in the past that shows you how I made this very yoga bolster with just a few pillows, a pillowcase, and some safety pins. So we're going to start in a supported child's pose. So bringing yourself forward so that you've got that prop in front of you in its long position. Your knees are about mat distance apart, your toes are together, your heels and your hips are touching, and if they don't touch comfortably, then that's your cue to maybe place a blanket in between that space, and then bringing yourself all the way down onto this bolster, bringing one cheek down, really cozy up here. This pose being a really true invitation to really trust in the support that is beneath your body, so that at least your physical body can take a big exhale and soften into the support. Inviting in this sense of softening your grip, being held, feeling safe and feeling welcome. As an invitation to invite yourself in a little bit more into this moment, into your practice. Notice your breath. Without changing the breath, without trying to find any sort of perfect yogi breath. Just watch as the breath moves in and out of the body. Where does it go? How does it feel? And please take 3 more deep breaths right here. You're welcome to take the exhales as big sighs to help soften you in a little bit more. Or maybe you just like to allow that breath to be quiet and calm. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, moving really slowly here, you'll slide the hands underneath of the shoulders to press yourself up. Move that bolster to one side, walking the hands forward so that you can bring yourself into a tabletop position so that the knees come underneath of the hips. The hands are underneath of the shoulders. Exploring a few rounds of cat and cow pose here. So when you are inhale, allow the belly to drop, the heart to shine forward, and the gaze to look forward and then up. Starting at the base of the tailbone, exhale as you tip the tailbone. Spread the shoulder blades wide, tuck the chin in towards the chest. And again, inhale, drop that belly down, shine the heart forward, gaze looks forward and then up. Start at the base of your tailbone as you exhale, finding the opposite shape. One more time with your own rhythm of breath. Bringing yourself back into a neutral spine. Allow the feet to swing over towards one side so that your hips come down towards the floor and your legs come in front of you. So I'm serious when I say that this is yoga for calm, because we're not moving too much here today. You'll grab a hold of your bolster and you'll place it behind you. Again, this can be done with a rolled up blanket or some cushions. We're setting up to come into supported fish pose, but a really kind of gentle one with a lower and cushier prop. So you'll place the soles of the feet together, the knees are open wide, and then bringing yourself all the way down onto that prop. The entire spine as well as the head is supported. Scoot your shoulder blades in towards each other a little bit more. Open the arms up into a T shape with the palms open towards the sky. If you're feeling like this shape feels a little bit too opening for you and you would benefit from a bit more grounding, a bit more connection to yourself, you're welcome to place hands onto the front line of your body, either both onto your belly or one on belly, one on heart. As you use the physical connection of your hands touching your body to watch as the breath moves in and out. A helpful tool to help bring you into this moment. The reality of the calm of this moment. The eyelids are heavy, and the face is soft as you explore 3 more deep breaths right here. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, first start with just moving the legs. So you'll walk the feet out and then allow the knees to come in. So soles of the feet come onto the floor and your legs are bent. To release out of the shape, you'll reach the right arm up overhead to roll onto the right side of the body to come into fetal position on the right side of the body. Resting your head on your arm. The knees are in close. Just take a moment here to pause. And then you'll make your way back onto your back. So you'll slide that bolster out of the way, bringing yourself back onto your back. And then bringing the knees in towards the chest, placing the hands wherever is comfortable. Maybe you wrap the legs up with the arms, or you place one hand on top of each shin or on the back of your thighs. Enjoy a moment of stillness. And you'll find some movement here, rocking from side to side to massage into the low back. This movement having no real end destination, no real end goal to it except for the simpleness of the movement. As you watch, as your body rocks from side to side. Coming back into stillness. Bringing the soles of the feet down onto the floor. You'll grab hold of that bolster as you get ready to come into your last shape, supported bridge pose. Pressing into those feet to lift the hips up towards the sky, and you're sliding the bolster or that cushion or the rolled up blanket to come underneath of your hips. So you're finding a spot in the body that feels good. So you're finding that bolster, it's kind of more underneath of your glutes, underneath of your butt here. Take a moment to allow the chin to come a little bit more in towards the chest, to lengthen into the back of the neck. then we'll be here for just a few moments. Again, the invitation is there if you'd like to keep the arms where they are, or allow the hands, the palm of the hands, to come onto the belly as you watch the breath move in and out. Sense back into the calmness of this moment. Even if it's amidst chaos or overwhelm of a busy day or a busy week, right here, right now, find the calmness. It's there. Maybe it's a little bit more hidden, or maybe it's a little bit more obvious. Once you find it, let it wash over you. You are safe here. You are supported. You are welcome. Let's take the last deep breath together, you and I. Inhale all the way into that belly. Out the mouth, exhale. To release out of the shape, you press into the feet, lift the hips up, slide that bolster out of the way. Bring the knees in towards the chest, hug those knees in. Rocking from side to side. To bring yourself onto one side of the body, to then press yourself up into seated. Bringing the hands into heart center, pressing the palms together, thumbs pressing in towards the heart. The eyes are closed as you take one last breath within that calm. Inhale. Out the mouth, exhale. Fluttering the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me during today's 10 minutes of calm. I hope that today's practice was a supportive one for you. And if you enjoyed today's practice, you can give the video a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can also take a look at my live stream yoga classes in the description box below. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me for My Heart to Yours. And until next time, thank you.